Alright, it's your boy, Skinny Penis. I just finished doing this CC, so I might as well do a guide on how to do this. This is a playback of one of my runs. It's not in full screen because I didn't feel like it. Right, here we go. So at the beginning, you must deploy Myrtle before 10.5, otherwise she will not be able to use her skill, otherwise, she'll die. Level 55 should be the hard requirement on skill here. I'm pretty sure she survives with 3 on average HP. If you lose some frames, it will be 2. Oh well. Elysium, Bagpipe. Bagpipe doesn't really matter if you pause play or whatever. She uses her skill late. Elysium skill, I mean, I fucked up here, right? Obviously. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Beauty. And Phantom. So, Phantom. In the original video, the Phantom hits once, but I put it twice just because it seems to work better for me. I will put the original video in the description, by the way. I changed a few things, like 2 Phantom deploys, but like the man's actually correct. So anyway, check him out. So here's the level gates I'm talking about. Right, she'll live with a few HP. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, retreat, Bagpipe. After the 3rd kill, and then retreat Myrtle after skill ends. Don't forget to deploy Horn. So here we have a really interesting skill timing. So, I mean, you want to put the cannon after like it's about on the vertical line, but the way I see it, so on the right side, it's like a little hook thingy that intersects with a vertical line. The moment like the orange thingies barely is barely visible, or like it just barely passes it, you want to use a skill instantly. There's like a few frames for, I think there's like at least 3 frames for this, but it's kind of rough. I mean, that's what it works. That's what works for me. Maybe something different will work for you. You have to figure that out. But anyway, Surge skill, Elysium skill, Horn skill, it's pretty usual. Note that I'm pretty sure E290 Horn is required, by the way, for the mouse wave. Maybe a little lower, maybe like E280, 85, but anything even lower, you probably need attack pot. My horn is defective, so unlucky. Right. After the pea shooter shoots twice, like actually hits twice, you want to put Neuroter. My Neuroter is level 70. If she's level 90, she probably could be deployed earlier. But my thing doesn't 3-shot the mobs, so it has to be a little bit later. Oh, big deal. Here, Phantom, I mean, it's just RNG. If you roll a stun, just restart, and there's no reason to keep struggling. Here, Bind is the best. Slow is playable also, but it's I mean, I've modded this like countless times, so. Retreat Naruto, I mean, she'll retreat herself, but I tend to do it myself. Retreat Naruto after the 17th kill, don't forget to use Kafka. And here, it's I mean, you can probably see what's coming. VD will push both the mob and the flower all at once. Don't forget Myrtle skill. And also retreat. You should have, actually, I should have done this earlier, but when Bagpipe is like, the respawn timer of Bagpipe is up, I should have exchanged Bagpipe for, sorry, Elysium for Bagpipe. It's not such a big deal though. Anyway, when they're about to overlap, use VD skill. I think I put my cannon a bit too early here, by the way. Or rather, a bit too late, so that I didn't get the auto attack off. Oh well. We want to retreat the cannon because, okay, so if you have potential, what, the HP potential, potential 5, I think, really, it doesn't matter. Because she'll, and E290, of course, but she'll live through the sanity thing. Otherwise, you have to retreat early. So the Phantom, the way I time it is like the Reaper, when the arm kind of tucks in and it touches Bagpipe's HP, or yeah, HP bar, you want to put Phantom. It's quite lenient actually, the timing. After the Reaper dies, put down Zarya. You don't want Zarya to take any sanity damage. And now we wait, I guess. Because I got too lazy to speed this up. So taking one hit, use Spank, but you can use it earlier. That's just how I like to time it. Use Phantom. Here the RNG doesn't matter, but there's two different scenarios. One is stun, one is not stun. So binder is slow. If it's binder slow, you don't have to do anything. You just. But if it's stun, you have to be a bit more careful. The Kafka has to sleep both First to Talk and the Reaper. Otherwise, you just sleep the Reaper and you'll be fine. So because I rolled not stun here, I will sleep the Reaper. Retreat Backbite after the 21st skill. Also retreat Horn after she kills all those eggs, but whatever. So Cannon when First to Talk is up there. And then when, okay, so this video timing is not too hard to pull off. It's just when like the top right pedal touches that vertical line, you'll see, I will use the skill. This makes it so that the second blast will tag First to Talk. So that Searcher will be able to finish him eventually. Afterwards, retreat Weedy. Here, if you have redeploy pod on. No, it was the first one, the other one. Never mind, sorry. Disregard, don't worry about it. Here, you could put the Phantom at the top left of where I put him, but then you have to roll anything but a slow. You get to shave like a little bit of time off Kafka, but I don't think it matters. So I think this is superior. Anyway, here if you roll a slow, I don't think it matters. Let me know or flame me or call me retarded. That doesn't matter. If it doesn't work, anyway, Kafka, keep him out of Saria range. Saria cannot take any sanity damage. Just kind of act whenever it's here. Just follow this. It's fine. So when the flower comes, you want to sleep it again. Bottom left. Then we'll see how it goes from there. Now, when the bottom First to Talk moves, so like the way I visualize it is like when the two legs kind of fucking I don't know, like overlap, intersect, whatever. So, for example, any second now. So like down, right? Put Phantom, and you want to put Search it a little bit later. I've noticed that it should be about 0.9 seconds. Anyways, that's not yesterday. I forgot. It should be about 0.9 seconds after Phantom. It could be a bit earlier, but don't be too early, or else it will aggro onto Searcher, and that's no bueno. Retreat Phantom because you cannot let him die. You need DP. Afterwards, the bottom First to Talk about auto Surger once. No, don't worry. And then use Axe skill and the Surger skill. Axe first, and then Surger. I do it very fast because otherwise it dies. First to Talk will auto one more time. Leave her on a sliver of sanity. Feels good, man. Now, after the 8th third auto, for my case, I don't know for you, but for my case, I will put Melter. Anyway, deploy Elysium. The other way you can visualize it is the second auto after First to Talk autos Saria. So for example, here, right? So Surger auto twice afterwards. Anyway, you want to put Melter. When Melter takes the first instance of damage, you want to retreat her. Otherwise, she might just like straight up die, which is not good because you want DP back. So here, retreat. And then Kafka. I actually messed up here. Ideally, you want to sleep both the flower and the egg. Didn't end up mattering, but that's how they did it in the original video. Unsure whether it's significant or not. Either way, use Elysium skill. Put down your lowest attack defender. For me personally, this is E0 level 1 cardigan. For you, it could be something else, but must be 3 blocks. Just be aware of that. I tried Gumi once. She was 2 block because I have autism. That's about that. She started her after she kills him, obviously. Now, now we wait, I guess. Long. I really should speed up this part, but I guess it's just talk. I mean, this CC was really strange because we started on week 1 with 33 instead of, I don't know, 27, 26 or something. You know, which is unusual, obviously. And then the week 2 tag. So the week 1 tag was increase SP costs by 40%, and the week 2 tag is minus 30% to regen speed. So you end up with what, 1.4 to 1.7, so you end up with basically twice as cooldown. So every other hella drop is fucking unplayable. And then tier 3 first to talk. Oh sorry, I mean stop talking and then. So bottom left, we want to sleep this flower, and then please be very careful. Let the flower pass and then put bagpipe. Do not ask why I know this. Anyway, after Elysium skill finishes, put the other defender, bagpipe top right. Anyway, what was I saying? And then the first hit there was 2 variants of it, right? The first variant is the skill cooldown. The second variant is stealth or camouflage or whatever. Either way is cringe. So I'm probably gonna stop at 36, 37. I don't even know what to take. So yeah, I mean, and there's also attack down 3, and then the plus 400 defense thing. So you can see that horn does negative fucking damage. Anyway, ideally bagpipe first a few times here. If he doesn't, sucks to suck. Oh well. I think on average I got 4. There was this one time she like ultra crit and got 3. Either way, 5 is okay as well. Should be just fine. Sleep this flower and wheelie. Then we wait again because high risk to see. Anyway, when the flowers kind of overlap, you want to put Kafka. So I've encountered this strange thing where Kafka will only wake up 2 of the flowers afterwards. I'm unsure why. If you ever figure out why this happens, please let me know, because I'm really confused. But anyway, so when they about overlap, right? Retreat Saria and put Kafka. Any second now. Any second now. Retreat Kafka. Retreat Saria and put Kafka. And then afterwards, when Kafka's damage ticks, so you'll see like the red number, immediately retreat Kafka and then put down Weedy Turret and then just fire and pray. If you get the bug as me, unlucky. I'm not sure how to fix it, but anyway. So here, let's see the number, right? All 3 got woken this time, but there was this one time, twice. Yes, there was twice where like fucking one of them didn't wake. I don't even know why. Anyway, use a skill, bam bam. Be very careful of Weedy's sanity here, by the way. You don't want her to like die, because it doesn't matter, but like you want her DP back. So here, Phantom, ideally he rolls anything but a slow. I rolled a root here, that's pretty good. Or bind, doesn't matter what you call it. Pretty good. If you roll a slow, unfortunate. So here I actually messed up. You need to put Surtur a lot earlier than I did. So here, but here I rolled the bind, so it didn't matter. But if you roll slow, then she needs to be a lot earlier, so she can get at least 1 attack off. Anyway, so be very careful of her sanity when she's it takes to 0, almost 0, retreat instantly. Also, I messed up on the neuroter timing. In theory, you should be able to make it so that all 3 are in the square, and the first one is not like doing sanity damage to Surtur. I didn't know figuring it out, so she just fucking got stunned. Not a big deal. Then use Horn to block them. Don't forget she has a second line, so it's all good. Bam, second line. Now, Kafka. Remember, Kafka has 5 seconds, and Phantom's got 4.5 left, and this is potential 1. I don't have the redeploy pod. Redeploy pod would be 2.2 by now, so like, in theory, someone with a non-defective Phantom should be able to do this significantly easier. Anyway, so they start walking again, put 2 clones, put Phantom in his clone. If you get both slows, which is a 1 out of 9, I feel really bad for you. But here I think I rolled a bind on one of them, which not sure which one. And then there you go. And then, well, left side. So I mean, for obviously you have to put Elysium down, right? But left side, it's 2 cycles of Searcher and Neuroter. And then the egg will be finished. I might as well talk about some potentials here. So my potentials are pretty shit, but I got AC potential 2. Notice that range has 3x cost, right? So the -1 actually becomes -3, which is, I suppose, it could be significant. I'm not sure like how low I actually got because I didn't pay attention. But also my Kafka is max pods, E0, which is like, I guess, the best fucking person on my roster because everyone else is like defective as fuck. You want, I mean, obviously Myrtle max pods. Elysium, I think it's doable. It should be doable with P2. I'm not sure though. Backbite needs P5, obviously. And then, so like, I mean, like the thing is, right? There's the required pods like back P5 and you know, and Myrtle and Elysium and whatever. But and then the other ones, you have to get like at least a little bit. Anyway, use Horn skill twice, but the second time you want to leave her at like below 375, but above 0, because that's the amount of damage Act does. Strictly below though, so you can't do 375. I mean, randomly may fuck you. So because scratch damage is 0.5%, sorry, 5%, right? So it will be 25 damage times 15, 375. Anyway, now we wait. So here everyone's ready. So retreat the first defender, put Kafka, and then retreat the second defender. When Kafka's about half, you want to use Horn skill. Don't forget to deploy a Vanguard, because later on you will need that cost. Yeah. Now we wait. After the damage pops, you want to retreat instantly, because it could, yours could be like an E2 or something, but like, you know, she could die, and then we really want that DP back. Anyway, cannon, we scale as always. Use Axe skill as well, retreat Axe. Please retreat Axe. Otherwise you lose like 20 DP, that's not good. Deploy Surtur. You could deploy Surtur earlier. I don't think it makes any difference. Here you want to roll at least 1 bind. And I also messed up here because I like pushed one of the eggs a bit out, but it didn't end up mattering. So you have to roll 1 bind. I'm fairly sure if you don't roll 1 bind, you're kind of like fucked. But so I mean, it's a what? It's a 5 out of 9 chance. That's about 50-50, right? So it's pretty unlucky if you don't roll it anyway. You want to. So when the bind ends, you want to like kind of squeeze them back before they reach half. That even makes any sense. With Bag, and then secondly with Saria, retreat her like as soon as possible, because you don't want her to take damage. Here, Neuroter, showdown instantly. It's fine because we've got no one left to deploy. And here you just have to trust, I guess. Trust in your units. Hope for the best. Use Surtur skill when available, and then Prage. Pray to whatever divine being you believe in, or whatever. If you don't believe in the divine being, I don't know, pray Iron Jesus, Gaben, fucking Elon Musk, whatever, I don't care. This bit was very, very intense for me because I've not even gotten to this part. I think I've molded on this for about like, in total, maybe 10 to 15 hours. So like, you know, it's fucking yikes, bro. You look at this shit, you're like, ah, I'm gonna die. But actually, if your level is sufficiently high and you roll a bind on Phantom, you should be fine. In theory. I'm not sure. My Surtur is also level 85, no attack pot. My Horn is no attack pot either. Maybe if you have attack pot, you'll feel safer. I don't know. Anyway, the mess up earlier caused one of the eggs to like not be splashed. It's not a big deal. You just do the same as before, no returns, okay. And that is risk 36. If I miss any details, sucks you suck. I don't care. I'm fucking done with this CC, bro. If it helped you, I don't know, let me know. Slide into my DMs on Discord or something, leave a comment, leave a like, or subscribe, I don't really care. I don't intend on checking comments here, so yeah. Anyway, that's that. Look at that, 36. And I'll take a cute screenshot, post to Discord. And that's that. Thanks for watching, I guess.